This reading is going to be for water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces who are single, but maybe you have a crush on somebody and maybe they secretly have a crush on you back. This is the beginning energy of that connection. So we'll see how they feel about you. Okay, this is again for single water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So your crush is very guarded towards you, but that's just from past experiences from other people. Nothing that you did. They do feel very, what is the right word? I don't want to say this connection is completely innocent, but it's definitely a little pebble in a pond. It's very, their energy comes off as middle school energy, but when it comes to the way that they love, it's like they're scared and they're bashful and they're shy. They don't want to do too much because they don't want to ruin things. Plus, I mean, you're already, they're already in this guarded energy because they've been hurt. So, of course, they're not going to want to do too much, but the attraction is definitely there. Their actions is, they're never going to want to place themselves in a situation where things can go left or trauma is going to be created. They don't want to step on your toes, but they also don't want you to step on theirs. They came out of a bad situation, like I said, so they look at you as that breath of fresh air, you know, where they come up for air. And so they're always going to feel like they have one foot in and one foot out. They're going to come in very excited, very confident, but then you start wondering like, well, what happened? Because maybe they pulled back. But it's just them trying to control themselves. It feels like, and even though this is a water reading, all water signs have the tendency of doing this, but mostly Pisces does this. No, Scorpio does it too. Scorpio does it too. It's water signs, they feel so intensely, and when they're attracted to somebody, it's almost impossible for them to hold back what they feel, because what they feel is genuine and it's authentic. It really is coming from a place of, you know, their soul. But this is also somebody who is already very aware that every time they did that, they overly loved somebody, they overly poured into that person, it didn't end well for them. So in this connection, they're practicing more self-control and letting things unfold when they're supposed to unfold. But yeah, so on your end, you're gonna feel like, do they like me, do they not? Maybe you might feel confused, but they do. They are interested, they do like you. It's just, it's their own inner turmoil that they're battling. But eventually, you know, once they see consistency on your end, where they can start letting their walls come down and they start feeling more safe to trust themselves. This is definitely, they don't trust themselves. They don't want to fall too fast again. They, you know, so things definitely need to go slow, but I think a conversation should definitely be had to clarify and really let each other know, hey, I'm interested in you, and vice versa, you know, and we can go as slow as we need to go until things feel safe, you know. Now I'm gonna pull cards for water signs that are coupled. Maybe shuffle. Water signs that are coupled. They could be newly coupled. They can be long-term coupled. Water signs, how does your current partner feel about you? Okay, water signs who are coupled, your person and maybe this is not for all. This almost feels like for a specific group of water signs, but it feels like there was some sort of imbalance in the connection. And some truth was definitely exchanged, but it's truth that really needed to be said and heard. And so I don't know if this is you, water sign, so much. I mean, because I pull these cards to see how your person feels about you. So maybe the water signs were just acting it up. But this feels like your person is pulling back their emotions, almost like disassociating the current situation. Maybe at one point they were overpouring into you and they felt like it was an imbalance of the equal give and take. This feels like a connection of like, I don't want to say unrequited love, but definitely one person was chasing the other person constantly and then until they stopped. And I don't want to completely say that they completely lost interest, but they definitely are practicing pulling back their energy. And living in their true authentic self. Like whatever was not being reciprocated, they finally expressed that. And I don't know if that went ignored. So now it's this energy of the tables have turned now. Like, you made me feel like you were not that interested in me, so maybe I'm not going to be interested in you. It doesn't feel like a mental game. It feels more of a I'm going to show you how you made me feel type of energy. Hopefully this doesn't turn toxic though, because both parties got to be honest with each other and see how long this goes, or if there's a change or a breakthrough, because I don't understand. I don't know. I wasn't there. I wasn't living in this relationship. But yeah, it definitely feels like in the beginning somebody was being pursued and the other person wasn't reciprocating. They were just constantly running. And then the person that was pursuing and chasing stopped, completely stopped, and expressed their reasoning, their truth. And now they're not chasing no more. They're, like I said, it feels like a energy of, I'm gonna let you feel what you've been making me feel. The tables have finally turned. So that's what I got for water signs. If you guys want to book a personal reading, check the information in the description box.